After all the torture and all the pain that Jesus went through, you know, not just mentally, but physically. And for him to say, hey, it's like, man, why are they doing that to you? You don't even deserve that. I know that Jesus felt like, thank you, you know, like, you know what I was going through, and you acknowledged it. You're going to be in paradise today.
I think it's very important that we remember where we came from and how we once were, and how long it took us to get where we're at today. When others come in and they feel like, oh, this person's acting this way and that's not okay, before we even speak on that, we should remember where we came from when we walked in those doors broken and lost.
Exactly.
You know, so I think that's really important for us to search our hearts and remember that, so that we're able to love that person and not judge them. Exactly.
Man, I was a stoner. I was lost. And when I came to Christ, like, I gave my life to Christ, and I repented, and God took me from that. So I can't judge anyone. I don't see it like that. I can't judge people.
When Nick was talking about the Calvary and the two others, and earlier he was talking about in what mental state he should do what in, I just thought about, well, the worst mental state you could possibly be is what Jesus was in there, because it was his body was depleted, his energy was depleted, he was in a lot of pain. Anybody had a chance to be cranky and say, well, forget you, I'm focused here, I can't focus on you. But he chose that moment to show love to him, and in that guy's salvation at the last minute, and that's our goal.
One act of kindness can change the whole situation.
Yes, and that was so such an example, because both of them were up there deservedly. Both of the people on the cross to the left and to the right deserved to be up there. So they were getting the just reward for what they did. One of them was hurling accusations and mocking Jesus. If you're the Son of God, get yourself down from the cross. The other one said, you know what, be quiet. We deserve to be up here. In doing that, he's admitting that he's a sinner. And then he said, Lord, remember me, you know, when you enter your kingdom. So he admitted he had sinned, and then he acknowledged him as Lord right there. And then Jesus told him, today you will be with me in paradise. He did the two things that we have to do, which is admit we're sinners and acknowledge him as Lord. But like you said, I mean, Jesus could have just told them both to just, you know.
Leave me alone, don't you see I'm suffering?
That was.
So, right there, we'll end with that. Since Jesus was under so much pressure, and so much pain, and so much torment, he went through so much, and he had so much agony just to lift himself up to breathe. And he gave a kind word and forgave someone of their sins and made that person enter into heaven.
Yes,
We're without excuse.
That goes to show you love.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, love.
Yeah.
Conquers everything. I mean,
Yeah.
no matter what you're going through, you still have to project that love.
And Jesus did it on the cross. The last thing he did was forgive somebody else. And then he said, Father, it's finished. Okay, even on his dying breath, forgave one more sinner. And you know what? Love conquers all. It does.
And he was experiencing everything that he was going through.
Oh, yeah.
He was experiencing it. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I was reading a portion of scripture where he says, my soul is weary, even unto death or something. And then he tells his disciples, pray with me. Pray with me an hour. You know. So he's experiencing all the emotions and all the, you know, everything that, so up on the cross, that was like magnified so many times over.
That's where he sweated the drops of blood.